Hey everybody, Ventimus Prime here, back again with another rambling review where I ramble and review collectibles. And what I have in hand right now is the Star Wars The Black Series Gaming Greats Lord Starkiller. And this is the big deluxe release prior to San Diego Comic-Con, and it looks really, really good. And it's the third release in the Black Series lineup with bendy wire soft goods. So let's dive in and take a look at what this figure has to offer. All right, so first I want to go over the paint and surface details of the figure. Now, we do have a fair amount of paint and molded on details. So you see here with Lord Starkiller, fantastic molded on helmet. Looks really good. We got the shoulder pauldrons, the nice sculpted details on the belt. We do see a similar underbody suit as Darth Vader. In addition to, we have right on the back, the ponytail. Not sure if that's like from Wookiee braids or like, let's say, Jedi Padawan braid. And then some red highlights here in the back of the armor. You even see some of the, let me get that in better focus. You even see some of the molded on like damage detail on the helmet. So really, really good. Not a ton of paint, but it is there where it counts. So I think that's very important, especially when you think about how much you're paying for these deluxe figures. But you have a lot of great detail on the hands with the claws, the piping, on the armor, in addition to the lightsaber. So now I want to talk about everything that Lord Starkiller comes with. All right, so first let me talk about the hands you get. So installed on the figure, I have a gripping hand to hold his lightsaber and a second gripping hand to hold a second lightsaber, but you also get these force push hands. And the one criticism that Black Series has gotten over the last few years is not including alternate hands for the figures. We're starting to see that slowly, like last year with the SDCC exclusive Revenge of the Sith box set, but we're now starting to get alternate hands in, standard and deluxe figures. So that's really awesome. Allows for a greater set of displayability in your figure. Now, the other thing you get is you get a ton of different lightsabers. So I have here Lord Starkiller with one. I have a second lightsaber here. And he comes with 4 others. You see on the belt, he has all those hooks. And those hooks are for all of these additional lightsaber hooks. Because these are all taken in the story from lightsaber users that he has killed. And he takes them and displays them as trophies. Now, the one thing I wish this had included, because do you get blades with all these? Yes, you do. But they're all red. So I really, really wish that we gotten different colors for the different lightsaber blades, like maybe 2 blue, 2 green, or 1 orange, 1 blue, 1 purple, etc., etc. And then 1 additional red, just because you can't imagine that everyone that Lord Starkiller is taking out is using a red color lightsaber. So it just makes sense if they're all different colors. But that's a small nitpick. You do get a good set of accessories because this is a deluxe figure with a deluxe price point at $42.99. Would hope for one more set of accessories, like maybe a Force Lightning addition to add to the fist or anything like that. I think that would have sealed the deal. So pretty dang close, though, on what you're getting for your value in regards to accessories. Now, let's talk about articulation. Right, so on articulation, the figure is on your typical Black Series neck joint, so you do get really good rotation at the head and neck. This is something that I wish we would see from Marvel Legends more. Is this movement? Obviously, because it is a helmeted design, it's a little bit limited. The arms, my copy is a little stiff, but the arms can go out about this high. You do, because of the way the suit is designed, there is limited movement in the front and back. You do get your bicep swivel, single jointed elbow bend, ball joint at the wrist so that can rotate freely. Legs can go out that high. Again, with the new figures, they do remove the thigh cut. So a lot of the newer Black Series figures, you don't get that, but you still have some rotation at the thigh. You have rotation right at the knee, single jointed knee, but pretty good bend. You do have some boot swivel and your generous ankle pivot and rocker. Go down that far and up that far. So, typical Black Series articulation for their new body types. Still not as, let's say, articulated as some of the G.I. Joe or Marvel Legends figures, but that's because you don't want a lot of the obvious cuts on the figure. So now let's go ahead. Oh, Starkiller took a fall there. Let's go ahead and bring out another figure to compare them to in regards to size. Let's see, who do I want to bring out? So just for fun, let's bring out my Darth Vader. So this is from the Luke Bespin 2-pack. And as he should, Vader does tower over Starkiller because Vader is still a lot taller. Oh, and there goes my Luke from that 2-pack. Taking a dive, I'm going to have to fix that. And how about for one more? And then just another size comparison. Here is a Stormtrooper. So, final thoughts on the figure here. I really do like it. I'm glad to have it. The articulation is good for what it is. Again, wish for that deluxe price point we could have seen maybe a couple of additional accessories, like maybe a Force Lightning effect, or even an unmasked head sculpt, or the lightsaber swinging accessory. That would have been nice. But overall, this is a really excellent addition to my collection. I'm really happy to have it. Again, price $42.99. The prices are what they are. That's a whole other conversation about what's happening in the world right now. But you can find this on Hasbro Pulse, and I'll add some links on other locations. It does pop in and out of stock, but again, very happy to still have the figure. One thing I am going to do is I'm going to take this tag out. It's just very ugly. I understand probably for safety and legal reasons why Hasbro has to do it. I just wish they had to make it that big. But Ventimus Prime here, signing off. Hope everyone's staying safe and enjoying their day. Take care, all.